First Baptist Church here on Sumter Street. Thank you for joining us. We're out here all day long, been here since 6 in the morning. We'll be here until 5:30 this evening collecting donations of non-perishable food items, but also we would love your monetary donations as well. Of course, we're here to help our neighbors during the holiday season as they're battling food insecurity. We want to bring meals and hope to their tables this holiday season. And someone who knows a lot about the food insecurity in our area is the South Carolina Commissioner of Agriculture, Hugh. We were able to speak with him earlier this week about why events like this are so important. Take a listen here.
Well, hey, my name is Hugh Weathers. I'm South Carolina Commissioner of Agriculture. Some people think for 84 years now, but only about 19, but a real privilege to take part in this. You know, I go out there to Harvest Hope enough to see the volunteers and the work that goes into it. These people who work there and volunteer have a passion for their neighbor. So if we didn't have that, it's just a scary thought. I'm thankful for the partners that we have that we work with in the Department of Agriculture. I think about Harvest Hope and the work that they do year-round. I think about the farmers who help Harvest Hope with products, or the suppliers. We actually work with all of the food banks around the state, helping them secure their dollars from the U.S. Department of Agriculture to make.
Yeah. They offered me the 11. I was like, oh, kind of nice.
Well, hey, my name is Hugh Weathers. I'm South Carolina Commissioner of Agriculture. Some people think for 84 years now, but only about 19, but a real privilege to take part in this. You know, I go out there to Harvest Hope enough to see the volunteers and the work that goes into it. These people who work there and volunteer have a passion for their neighbor. So if we didn't have that, it's just a scary thought. I'm thankful for the partners that we have that we work with in the Department of Agriculture. I think about Harvest Hope and the work that they do year-round. I think about the farmers who help Harvest Hope with products, or the suppliers. We actually work with all of the food banks around the state, helping them secure their dollars from the U.S. Department of Agriculture to make their purchases for what's called the Emergency Food Assistance Program. Food insecurity in South Carolina, we have food deserts. And we're working on that right now. We've got something called Change SC. Can we change some of our health statistics by eating better? We have more food deserts in South Carolina than people realize. So what we're trying to do we're managing some federal programs where we're buying as much food as we can from socially disadvantaged farmers, bringing them sort of into the mix of the food system and distributing those foods by way of our food banks like Harvest Hope, support our neighbors who are helping neighbors. I think Scripture told us somewhere, when you do it for the least of these, you've done it for God. So we get plenty of examples to help the least of these who are right next door to us in some cases. So this is a week where you can make a difference without a lot of effort. You just write a check, and they probably even take a credit card, but just make that effort so that you can look yourself in the mirror and say, well, I've done to help out my neighbors.
And that was Commissioner of Agriculture Hugh Weathers. We're back here at the First Baptist Church for the Share Your Holiday Food Drive, and I'm joined now by Thomas Taffel with Lexington Medical Center. Thomas, thanks so much for being out here today.
Yeah, happy to be here on this crisp fall winter afternoon.
Yes, it's not too bad now that the sun's out, but early this morning, definitely a little chilly out here. And this is something that Lexington Medical Center has made a tradition, coming out and being a part of this.
Yes, we're very excited to talk about this food box program that we underwrite through our community outreach program. And so really the idea of it is food security is not only the lack of access to food, but it's lack of access to fresh and healthy food and those that make you feel good and help combat some of those chronic diseases like diabetes and heart issues. And so we're happy to underwrite that.
And talk to me about why that's so important to this area in particular, in Lexington.
Yeah, absolutely. And so diabetes is one of the highest diagnosed chronic diseases that we have at Lexington Medical Center, and really in the Southeast. If you look at South Carolina, Georgia, any of those Southeast states, and it costs millions of dollars a year to treat diabetes. And so we really want to find gaps where it's needed, these healthy foods are needed, and then provide these healthy food boxes to ensure that we can fill the gaps in partnership with Harvest Hope for those individuals.
And what would your message be to other people to come out and donate today, and why it's so important to be there for our neighbors during this holiday season?
Yeah, absolutely. And so when you think about your personal health and your ability to buy fresh food or buy healthy foods, you kind of take that for granted sometimes. And it's important to understand that not everyone has the ability to access that. And so a helping hand to ensure that someone has the ability to get what they need, feel good about themselves during the holiday season. It's all about giving, providing back, and we're just happy to be a community partner to do that.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate
Absolutely.
it. And again, we're going to be out here at the First Baptist Church all day long until 5:30 this evening, collecting donations here on site with non-perishable food items. But you can also donate right now. On your screen, you'll see a QR code. Feel free to scan that. You can donate now throughout the day today. And if you want to stop by, not only can you obviously donate these items, but we have something in return for you. We have some food trucks getting set up out here, some music. I think I even saw Santa Claus out here. So come out and join us. We're here at First Baptist Church on Sumter Street, and we would love to have you come and join us. For now, live in Columbia, Claire Foley, Watch Fox News, Local First.